Hey everybody, it's Cage again. So, again, I don't have my bellicose right now. It's supposed to come in on Tuesday. I'm kind of getting impatient on waiting on it. So this video is going to be done with the grab bag that I got, which is a violet amethyst. Name escapes me right now, but anyways, so yeah. So yeah, for some reason it pops up like it's blue, but it's not. It's seriously, it's violet amethyst. If I put my hand up to it, maybe it will reflect a little bit better. That it actually is. So, anyways, so what I'm doing here right now is just gonna do a little spinning here, because I've been watching the soreasu videos, and yeah, I think I've got it down to a point. So step a little bit over here from the couch. So yeah, that's what I've been practicing. Obviously, I'm not doing behind the back thing. It's because I'm in a small room. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could do it. But it's just that with the limited mobility I have around here right now. So, and I actually picked that trick up watching the TPLA videos. So they know what they're doing. So, which is what I really enjoy watching them, because if you watch, they're very fluid. They're not just a whole bunch of talk. They're actually going to show you. So another thing I was wanting to do is this whole backhand thing I've been doing. The thing about it is that unlike the soreasu front hand wield, when you're spinning it, it's not you're not following the pommel on it. You're actually following the emitter. So what they did is they actually changed places. All right. So like when you're coming around, you're making sure that you're following the emitter, because just like in the soreasu videos, the emitter is going, obviously with the blade there, it's going to tell you where you're heading. But the thing about it is instead of, having your hand relaxed, the thumb and index finger relaxed like this to pull it up, or to bring it back, depending on if you're doing upward or downward wield. So like if I were to come up and around and down like this and back up, well, you can see that the upward wield, when I came back up, I had it in my index finger to be able to relax it, to do that. Alright. So, however, the backhand, when you go to do it, you're coming around with it, okay? Now, just like in soreasu, you're not going to be moving a whole lot. You're just moving basically like this, small little turns. Because on a previous video, you saw me, I'm like, oh, because I wasn't getting the effect I wanted. So I've been practicing with the spins to amplify the backhand and studying the physics behind that. So what you do is that when you come up, what you want to do is you want to start at an angle, alright? So start like this, like as if you're unsheathing a sword from your back, okay? What you do from there is that you stand perfectly straight and you turn slightly. You bring it up. Now, where you turn at is where you're going to stop at, because you are not going to go completely at a 90-degree angle ever. Alright? Because too much of a turn will end you up way over here, and then you'll have to turn that way, and that's not going to be the effect you want. okay? And you'll get speed going on with it, so you're not gonna be noticing it very much. So, what I did was I incorporated the major and minor arcs from soreasu on this. So, you just go up, you go down. Alright, now as you can tell, I'm turning on that, okay? Why I'm turning on that is because I just want you to see that on the major arcs, okay, you're actually going up and you're going down. What I want you to see is how my shoulder is actually moving, okay? Because if I was doing major arc, as you can see, there's a lot more shoulder movement. So, battle incorporation with that is a good backhand slash, okay? So, a little tip there for you, alright? However, in the minor arcs, alright, and so you can stop here in front of you. My camera is actually pointed at an angle, but it's actually pointed right here, right in front of my belly button, alright? You can stop here for practicing purposes, but in a real battle situation, what you want to do is like I said, limited mobility. What happens is when you turn here, you're actually relaxing your hand, so that way you can turn it like this, so you're actually making your hand like this. You're actually making your hand flat, okay? Like as if you're doing a regular soreasu front hand wield. And what that does is, what this does is right here, when it's coming up, it gives you a better saber turn. What I was trying to do there was this. Was to switch hands. And that's a little trickier. It's much easier to do on a smaller blade, so what you do is you actually take them between the two fingers and switch, 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 switch. Okay. I mean, you can get some speed there. Like I said, it's kind of limited mobility, so and I had just started doing that, so I'm not as fast as what I probably could be later on. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you that little snippet there. So you can immediately go from a front hand to a backhand wield if you wanted to. So like, when you see if you ever play the Force Unleashed 2, if you notice when he attacks and blocks, when he has two sabers, he'll come down with this one, and then he'll step forward and turn with the other one. Alright? And when he has this one turned here, he immediately switches, comes to the side, and now he has both sabers in the front form, so he can come back. Alright? So, it's a little trickier move, but well worth it with two sabers, if you practice enough with them. So, but I'm getting better slowly at the backhand wield. I mean, it's not hard anymore. Now you see, you can tell the pommel is going every which way to Sunday, but just like in the front wheeled soreasu styles, you're not following the pommel. And the pommel in the soreasu styles, it shows you where it's going. You can follow that if you want to, but the problem is, like, it's not going to show you exactly, so that's why you look at the emitter on the backhand wield. However, I'm trying to figure out the right words to explain this. When you're actually coming up and around, as you can tell, like I said, it's going every which way to Sunday. However, the emitter is staying to the center line, okay, which is straight down here, okay. Now it might end up a little here and a little here, but that doesn't matter too much as long as you can incorporate it into a battle situation, okay. So if you come up and around, trying so hard to not hit anything in here, I'm hitting myself. So, like I said, it's kind of hard inside this little place here, because, see, I'm holding it low as I can, okay? It's completely right here beside my hip. I'm actually leaning, so if I raise it up, as high as I can actually go with the lightsaber in here. Alright. So it's not a very good place to be practicing this, but I'm not feeling too well today, and kind of cold outside anyway, so it'll be a little easier to practice in here. So another thing with backhanded techniques, I know they're not everyone's favorite. They're mine, but they're not everyone's. So if I had a staff, you know, backhand techniques are especially good when you're coming to, you know, attack and all that. But when you have a one saber, alright, it's mainly good for just defense, you know. Just you're blocking. So, I mean, because if you just block, you know, you do lose a little bit of motion than you would with the front wield. But, again, that ain't going to matter too much because of what it lacks in the overall strength aspect. You can compensate for other things, okay? So, such as a greater defense, and also with a backhanded saber, if you're blocking, the guy's going in a frontward position, you can actually lean more into your body into it, grounding you out a little more. Yes, it'll go back like this, but the thing is that your wrist, you're going with your tricep, and a lot of times your tricep is a little bigger than your bicep anyway, so your muscles are going to be a little bit more tighter down there, and it's going to be harder for them to push you back, honestly. So, that's one good thing. You just lose a lot of agility. Now, if you practice it enough, I'm sure you'll get enough agility, but, so, alright. Enough for talking. So, actually, one more thing before I actually stop talking and show this to you real quick. Your stance, when you're doing a backhanded technique, okay, if you're just practicing, just regular feet shoulder width apart, not too far away from each other, because you're actually trying to go around the body, okay, and if your feet are a little bit wider apart, like this here, the problem is that your legs are now in the way, so you would have to compensate for that and go into a wider range. So, now, if you do it in the soreasu form stance, which is, you know, the leading foot in front of your back foot, which is my left, you know, you can do that too. But the thing is with this, you would have to advance. So, that's what a good switch of the hand is for, you know. So if you switch your hands up pretty quick, go for it. But, anyways, done talking. There we go. Alright. So, let's go away a little bit from the couch again here. I know, I got a little bit sloppy there, but I was losing the lightsaber. I was trying to compensate. So, the problem with it is that with a lightsaber, if you don't have a good grip on it, you are going to lose control. So, I just lost my grip there for a second. And even that 1 second will mess you up. So this is Keiji Musha Shin here. Doing the backhand, and thanks for watching.